you did an interview with Kanye on the Breakfast Club, and Kanye managed to keep himself together. You know, unlike the Sway interview where he kind of lost it. But he went on stage recently and lashed out at you.
I loved it. I mean, you know, I love it because I understand the game. I'm like, yo, any publicity on that magnitude is a great look, because the Kanye interview for me as a radio personality, that was like the biggest interview of my career thus far. I mean, every other interview I had done was great interviews, and they get a lot of, you know, looks online, and they get a lot of write-ups in a lot of different places, but it's just certain things, it's certain points in a person's career that elevates things. And I call the Kanye interview my Wendy Whitney moment. You know, when Whitney Houston called Wendy Williams show, and that took Wendy to another level. And you know, it just happened at a great time. And I mean, since, like, I've been in the New York Times did a big write-up on me, and Rolling Stone called me hip-hop's Howard Stern, because it just put me on the radar of a lot of people who probably wasn't even checking for me before. But when they started doing their research and going back and watching old interviews, they like, yo, this guy is, I guess, pretty good. So when he got back on stage and, you know, Charlamagne, you know, when he did that was kind of more so confirmation of the impact of truth more than anything. Because we're all entitled to their opinion, and I think contrary to popular belief, man, people think that I'm just coming at people in malice or I'm trying to be disrespectful. It's like, no, I'm a fan at the end of the day. I'm a consumer. I still buy records, you know, on iTunes, and I still go to shows, and I appreciate artists and their music. So when you see me talking to somebody, and, you know, like when I was talking to Kanye, I'm speaking from the perspective of a fan. And, you know, like I said, when he said that, it was just like more confirmation of the truth to me. And it didn't bother me at all. It just made me think, like, I wonder what Kanye thinks of the radio game. Like, he must not have a great outlook on the game or radio. Because, I mean, it's one thing if you question me. I don't care. Question me and say, what have you done for the past 10 years? But, yo, Sway's record is impeccable. Like, Sway interviewed Biggie Smalls, Tupac. Like, Sway's Wake Up Show is legendary. Sway's been on MTV for at least 15, 20 years, as far as I can remember. So you can't never question somebody as great as Sway. His record speaks for itself. You know, you can say whatever you want about me, even though I've started off as an intern in radio in 1998, and I've worked at 7 different radio stations, worked my way up from South Carolina. But, yo, even if you just starting to know about me now, you can't question Sway, God. You can't. Not Sway, man. Like, Sway has done way too much in the game. Sway got parodied on Saturday Night Live, for God's sake. like Sway's a big deal. Sway interviewed Barack Obama and still kept his head wrap on in the White House. They don't just let anybody do that. So, you know, for you to question Sway's credentials, I thought that was kind of whack, and it kind of made me feel like he don't really respect the game of radio like that. That's what I took from it.
Well, you know, when I watched that interview, as soon as he sat down, you said Kanye Kardashian is in the building. And
yeah,
I think everyone kind of cringed when you did that.
But you got to set the tone, man. I got to set the tone. I've been calling him that for forever. You know, ever since he started wilding. So I had to set the tone from the beginning. Like, the gloves are on. Kanye's here. That's just like if Drake was to ever come to the Breakfast Club. Got to set the tone from the beginning. Wherever it goes from there, it's whatever. But I'm a start it the way I've been doing it, and we can either, you know, conversate and come to a better understanding of each other, or we can just slander each other the whole interview. Either way, it's all entertainment to me. It's all entertainment for the people, and the people will be pleased, and I'm good with it, whatever way it goes.
Right. Well, he said that, I think on Sway's show, he said he couldn't even look at you during the interview.
Yeah, he said he couldn't even look me in the eyes, which, I mean, as a man, I don't respect that. Like, you always got to look somebody in the eyes. I mean, that's just That's just life. You know what I'm saying? When you're having a conversation with somebody, look them in the eyes. You know, you have to look a man in the eyes when you're having a conversation with them. I feel like not looking a man in the eyes shows an extreme sign of weakness, and it shows me that you don't even believe what's coming out your own mouth. Because if you believe what's coming out your own mouth, even if it's some outrageous rhetoric that maybe nobody will understand but you'll still look somebody in the eyes and deliver that rhetoric to them.
How do you feel about Kanye now that you've interviewed him?
I'ma always be a fan of Kanye West. Not Kanye Kardashian, though. But college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808 and Heartbreaks, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, immaculate catalog. Jesus still whacked at me. And I still don't understand his mission, what he's trying to get across. But you know what? It ain't meant for me to understand, because that's his dream. Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, just do it. You know, it's just when you're a genius, because Kanye is a musical genius. Most geniuses, some of them feel like they don't have to go through the process because they just have a sense of entitlement. They feel like, oh, I'm a genius, so I should be able to do this and I should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to do what this person did or do what that person has done. But no, man, nobody can escape the process. You have to go through this process, man. It's just a process that everybody has to go through, and you can't escape it.